He attempted from the outside the three-point line, a long, lofty toss, and Dominique is right criticizing him right on the sideline.
Big brothers have a tendency to do that.
Dominique Wilkins sitting right in front of our bench here. Sore back, couldn't compete today. Pretty good dunk by Gerald Wilkins. I don't know how high that will score. Judges have been pretty tough today. No 50 so far. Highest of 49 for Stansberry.
And we see Wilkins now on his second attempt. And he was a little conservative after that first miss. Comes with a little 360 move, and it looked a little better on the replay than it did initially. He comes up with a 41 as well as one of my fellow Hall of Fame electees, Walt Frazier, looking on. Always dapper.
Wilkins with 41. This is Jerome Kersey, a late entry.
My dark horse. The fans liked it. Of
Yes,
course,
they
I
did.
think the judges may have been influenced on Stansberry's part because it's a partisan crowd here with Stansberry playing for the Sonics. But I like Kersey. He's strong. He's got great jumping ability. He has some good creativity. As he comes in from the baseline, the good leap over, throws it through with authority, comes up with a 48. Now, I think that Michael Jordan's dunk was comparable to that. Michael getting 41, he really got the short end of it.
I agree with you. I disagree with the judges on that. Had a 41 in the first one. Jordan will get one more chance. He's the favorite coming in here, but he's got to beat a 49 by Stansberry and a 48 by Kersey, and two 45s by Drexler and Harper.
Now, Michael, again, I don't think he's really put the choreography in that's necessary to get it. I don't think that's going to score high. He's not going to make it to the next round, Bob. Dominique's in front of us shaking his head saying, no good, no good. He didn't like it. And if Dominique didn't like it, it can't be all that good. 47 they give him on that one. That was nowhere near the first dunk that he had. I want an investigation on these judges, Bob.
And maybe it's Joe Piscopo who's causing the problem there. He's the we'll blame him because he's a non-former player. So Jordan gets a 47. That's on his second, and that's his best on this round.
Drexler, a little single reverse. Nothing really all that special about it.
Best scorer of the day.
I wish I could do it.
Stansberry.
I wish I could do it, but it's nothing special. As he comes in from the baseline, he's just going to jump underneath the basket, come back out, throw it through with the right hand. A little bit of a hitch move, but really nothing spectacular on that dunk. 47.
And that got the same as Michael Jordan. And here's Johnny Dawkins, who had only a 37 first time out.
Well, pretty nice to be 6'2" and get up and dunk it like that. But again, well, this is a little creative. He goes up, makes the move. A 180, two hands over the head on the front of the basket. Let's see what he comes up with.
And not unimpressive. He took the ball all the way down to his knees.
Got Terrence Stansberry's number on that one. 44 points for Johnny Dawkins.
All right, and here's Stansberry. He had the best dunk in the first attempt in round one. Going to be hard to beat Terrence Stansberry.
Well, you see, the thing about Terrence is Terrence is being creative. Okay, he's got the athletic abilities, no doubt about that. 44-inch vertical leap, but he's creative. He does some unusual things. Here he goes, flips it up in the air, comes up, takes it down on the double clutch, and throws it back up. Didn't have a very strong dunk on that and got a 50. I don't think he deserved a 50, Bob. As you watch it in super slow-mo, he barely got the ball over the rim, caught the front of the rim with the ball. That did not deserve a 50.
Well, there you go. Whenever you're having judging, that's why they count points for baskets in the games. When you start judging athletic ability with judges, you get that kind of disagreement. I thought Michael Jordan's first dunk of the entire afternoon was superior to that one, and Jordan only got a 41. But Stansberry now has a 49 and 50 and is sure to advance into the round of four. Remember, 8 competitors here in the second round will get 4 advancing. That's Ron Harper's second dunk.
Well, grabbed onto the rim, threw it through. He didn't really know what he was going to do. He said that before the contest, and obviously that was the case when he went up there. I really think that the crowd is having a big influence on these judges because Stansberry's dunk, as creative as it was, it didn't have the authority going through the basket on the end to warrant a 50.
All right, and here comes Tom Chambers. That was a 38, by the way, for Ron Harper, and probably deserved there. One of the weaker dunks along with Johnny Dawkins. The youngsters have a little bit of a problem sometimes. They may be in awe of some of these great players they're in competition with in terms of the head-to-head competition. Tom Chambers had a 41 first time.
Well, again, this another one of the local favorites of the Seattle Supersonics. Chambers needs a good dunk here to try and get into the next round.
I like the looks of it. He'll get an opportunity here as he missed to replace the dunk. Tom Chambers, a great, as they call him, a great traffic jammer. He is really terrific jamming that ball in the hole when he drives down the lane. But of course, no no defensive players out here today. Takes away any advantage that might be.
Well, you know, one thing, Bob, it's
he is not. Excuse me, Rick. He is not going to get another opportunity. I thought he was going to get an opportunity to replace that, but the ruling was no.
Reminder to your fans, there is only one missed dunk allowed per round.
See, it's per round. In other words, they get two. It looks like there's 2 rounds in the first round, if that makes any sense.
Well, they get a chance to repeat 2 dunks, but only one in each, only one in the particular round, and so he had to miss the first time, and that caused no problem. Wilkins trying that again. Not throwing the ball high enough. Now, this is a good example because what this is showing you is how incredible that dunk of Spud Webb's last year really was. And he did it from way out at half court, and he's half the size his brother Dominique looks on. Not real happy with the performance of his younger brother right now. That's his second miss as well. He will not get another opportunity. Come up with only a 25, I would imagine, the lowest score that you would get. No, 21 only.
21, and that's the lowest score of the day.
Let me go back to talking about dunking in traffic. You talked about Chambers. When you dunk in traffic, a lot of times it looks a lot more fantastic, awesome, whatever, because there's people around. When you come out here and you do it in front of people, you're not doing anything extra special with the ball. That's why you must come up with the creativity in this contest to try and get the appeal of the judges. Like that.
Jerome Kersey looks strong. Your dark horse pick, Rick Barry, is strong. He had a 48 first one. Let's see what he gets here. It could be right up there. He's competing with Stansbury for the leading score, but almost certainly is going to advance into the round of 4.
Now watch him on the super slow-mo. Now look at the creativity of Kersey. He gets it up, a little windmill action over to the left side. Left hand, look how high his head right up near the rim, throws it through. A 44. Now I want to tell you something. These judges are not being very fair to a lot of these guys, in my opinion. I really think that deserved a 48 or a 49 at least. That was better than Stansbury's dunk.
Well, let's call it a beauty contest. You know, the beauty of the dunk is in the eye of the beholders, I suppose. Now, what we've got here is some discussion among the judges about the 4 who will advance. We'll come back and tell you who the 4 for the semifinal round will be right after this. Okay, the judges have totaled it now. After 2 dunks in round 1, the 8 competitors are reduced to 4. Terrence Stansbury way out in front with 99 out of a possible 100. Drexler is second with 92, tied with Jerome Kersey, the late entry, in place of the injured Dominique Wilkins with 92. And Michael Jordan, the crowd favorite probably around the country watching on television, but not here in Seattle, as Stansbury is in 4th place and made it to the round of 4 in the semifinals. And now Charlie Neal is with the last 2 previous slam dunk champions. Charlie?
Okay, thank you very much, Bob. On my left, Spud Webb. What do you think so far? What's happened?
Well, I guess everyone is saving because the dunks they have done look pretty weak.
You think they're weak, huh?
Yeah, I mean, they must be saving for the end of it because we haven't seen anything yet.
That always comes from a defending champion, right? Because you knew if you'd have been here, you'd have it hands down right now.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I think Dominic would have it hands down, but they got to show something else better than that because I'm a fan and I want to see something else.
Okay, Dominique, who do you like so far?
Well, right now I like Stansbury. Stansbury really came out strong. I think what a lot of guys are doing is saving their best dunks for the last. I think you have to come out strong and establish yourself early in this contest.
You told me just before it started you were ready to go.
I tell you, when you come out and see something like this and you want to be a part of it, you want to go and lace them up and put on your uniform, come out here, and that's the way I feel right now. I feel like that if I was out here, I could win it.
Maybe we'll take a runoff at the end and just put you in against.
I didn't want somebody with my uniform.
Okay. Good luck to both of you. Now back to Bob Neal.
Thank you, Charlie Neal. Spud Webb and Dominique Wilkins, 2 of the reasons the Atlanta Hawks are one of the 4 hottest teams in the NBA this year.
Well, I'll tell you, Bob, I still think there was some very questionable scoring by the judges in there. And I'm going to, you gave me a real great one with that bird and the fish thing. I'm going to give you one here. The voting is because maybe it's because Marv is there, because it's been very harsh judging. Maybe because it's a harsh man out there, you know.
Well, Marv Harshman, who coached 40 years in the collegiate